7. Solid, liquid and gas. Let's learn about matter, molecules, changes of state, expansion and contraction. Can you tell me about the three states of matter? Yes, these are solid, liquid and gas. Matter. Matter is everywhere. It is made up of atoms. Atoms build all the matter. Atoms are very small particles which can be seen only with the help of microscope. Although we cannot see the atoms with naked eyes, everything around us is made up of atoms. The water we drink, the air we breathe, the earth and everything on it are made up of atoms. Molecules. Atoms make particles called molecules. A molecule is a group of two or more atoms that stick together. The number and kinds of atoms in a molecule and the way they are arranged decide what substance it makes. For example, a molecule made of oxygen atoms joined to one carbon atom forms carbon dioxide, a colorless gas. But a molecule made of two hydrogen atoms joined to one oxygen atom forms water, a liquid. It is why we write water as H2O and carbon dioxide is written as CO2. Properties of molecules. Some common properties of molecules are 1. Molecules cannot be seen. 2. Molecules of different substance have different weight, shape and size. 3. Molecules in different substances are arranged differently. 4. Molecules are made of still smaller units called atoms. Position of molecules. Atoms and molecules are in constant motion, that is, they are always moving. In solids, molecules move but remain in the same position. In other words, they only vibrate without changing their position. That is why the solids have a fixed shape. In liquids, atoms or molecules move around and glide over each other. That is why liquids flow easily and can be poured into containers. In gases, atoms or molecules move freely and are not in contact with each other. That is why gases move to take up the entire space available to them. Arrangement of molecules in solid, liquid and gas. Let us see how molecules are arranged in solid, liquid and gas. Molecules in a solid. They are arranged in a pattern. They are held together by a strong pull. They are very close to each other. They have no intermolecular shape, space between molecules, and so they cannot move. They have a fixed shape and volume. Molecules in a liquid. They are not arranged in any particular pattern. They are held together by a weaker pull. They are not very close to each other. They have intermolecular space and so they can move. They have a fixed volume but no fixed shape. Molecules in gases. They are not arranged in any particular pattern. They are held together by a weaker pull. They are not very close to each other. They have intermolecular space and so they can move. They have a fixed volume but no fixed shape. We can understand this arrangement with the help of these examples. A spoon of sugar added to water dissolves in it because the sugar molecules occupy the intermolecular space of water. Here, sugar is the solute that dissolves in water. Water is the solvent that dissolves the sugar to dissolve in it. And the substance we get after mixing two is called a solution. Some liquids, such as alcohol, also dissolve in water. Gases, such as oxygen and carbon dioxide, dissolve in water. Fish breathe in the oxygen dissolved in water. When we boil water, bubbles form on the sides of the vessel. These are bubbles of the gases that were dissolved in water. Changes of state. Heating or cooling of a substance results in changes in matter. Sometimes the changes are in the state of matter, that is, from solid to liquid state or from liquid to gaseous state, while sometimes the matter changes altogether and a new substance is formed. These are two types of change in matter: physical change and chemical change. 1. Physical change. All the objects that we see and touch are in one of the three states. They are solids, liquids, or gases. We are used to seeing rocks as solid and petrol as liquid, and we think that these things always exist in the same state. However, the atoms in every object that we see or handle can exist in all the three states: solid, liquid, and gas. The state that a rock or an ice cube is in depends on its temperature. The change of temperature can bring about change in the state of matter. This change is called as physical change. It is a temporary change and can be reversed. For example, when you step on a bottle and crush it, you have forced a physical change. The shape of the object has changed. It wasn't a change in the state of matter, but something changed. When you melt an ice cube, you have also forced a physical change, adding energy. That example caused a change in the state of matter. You can cause physical changes with forces like motion, temperature, and pressure. Other example is the solution of water and salt. If we heat the solution, the water evaporates and we get back salt. Liquid coconut oil changes to solid coconut oil in winters. This is a change of state from solid to liquid. The composition of coconut oil does not change. 2. Chemical change. Sometimes, when we heat a substance strongly, a new substance is formed. The result is permanent and we cannot get back the old substance. The change that occurs is called a chemical change. For example, when a piece of paper is burnt, it changes into ash. The molecules of paper are entirely different from ash, so a new substance is formed. When iron is exposed to moisture, it starts to rust in contact with air and water. The rust cannot be changed back into iron. Expansion and contraction. When any metal object is heated, the molecules move further apart, causing the size of the object to increase. This is called expansion. When the metal is cooled, the movement of molecules slows down and they come closer to each other. This is called contraction. Words to remember: substance, a solid or liquid material; moisture, water in small drops on a surface in the air; brush up, a molecule is a group of two or more atoms that stick together. Molecules are made of still smaller units called atoms. A physical change is a temporary change that can be reversed. A chemical change is a permanent change that cannot be reversed. Life skills. You have studied about evaporation, condensation, freezing and melting. Paste the pictures to make these concepts clear in your scrapbook, and also mention how evaporation and condensation are helpful to use.